Palworld base building. It's a simple but honestly fun part of Palworld that honestly needs more recognition. So here it is, a few things I found personally in Palworld when it comes to base building that I hope improves your interest in the game and what you do in the game. Getting started with number 1, location for your base is important. If you were like me and, you chose to start off around the beginner area and never moved until later in the game, when your base was getting very cluttered and hard to find room to fit new things, and you just want a fresh start, then you'll want to keep your eyes peeled on the map. Notice these, these little clearing areas? Yep, those are basically the devs of the game saying you should build a base here, because it's more often very flat ground and surrounded by necessary resources as well as very open. Now you may be saying, okay, yeah, that's easy to tell and rather pointless, but you forgot something, Fedora Reshiram. In some of these locations, there's a syndicate base or even a Free Pal Alliance base there. I can't build there, you may be saying. Well, here's number 2, what's in the thumbnail. You can actually take over these bases for your own if you happen to really like the base's location and the surrounding space. If you want to take it over, you first need to clear out the current residences guarding the base, then free the pal inside, and as an extra step, make sure you take out any other enemies related to the faction nearby. And finally, plant your flag, or a PAL box in this case, to claim the base and its surrounding area as yours. It will take time, but eventually the Syndicate or Free Pal Alliance base will vanish, leaving the area clear for base building. And while your base is there, the Syndicate or Free Pal Alliance base won't respawn. Which segues into number 3. Let's assume you want to do a complete move from your old stomping grounds and go to an entirely new location where you and your pals can live. Well, a way to remedy the problem of transporting all the items is to build 2 of your highest tier storage units that can store the most materials, one at each PAL box's location, preferably as close as possible to make this easier. Then, after taking your pals, putting them in the box, go around dismantling your base and storing all of the materials into the storage box. When you're ready to go and you've cleared all the area, grab all of your materials, starting with wood and stone, and fill up until your inventory is full. And then instant travel to the new home. Store your materials in the box there, and rinse and repeat until the process is complete. And moving on to number 4, if you happen to build a base which has, some uneven ground, you can actually use the foundation to make it flat by building it in the ground. Some sections of uneven ground will even allow foundations to be built into them to a certain point, which makes it a way smoother way to walk around the place. And finally, number 5, your pals' beds, and how they're oriented will determine which direction they enter for sleep and which direction they'll go when they wake up. It's easiest with the large pal bed because you'll want to orient the pillows so that they face outward, especially if you build them near the edge of your base like me. This makes it easier for pals to go to sleep when it's nighttime and wake up in the morning. And with that, I give you 5 base building ideas and tips for building your base in Palworld. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you found it helpful. My next video will be a true Free Pal Alliance playthrough, or at least a compilation of how it goes, and I'm going to talk about the Free Pal Alliance faction in a deep dive in a future video. Until then, I hope you liked what you saw, comment on your thoughts, and subscribe if you find what I do enjoying or helpful. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. If you trust in me, then I'll trust in you. There's nothing more that I need to do. If you put your hands in front of mine, we'll be shining through one at a time. Just